All right, y'all. My bad for the different, quality that y'all seen. I don't know how good this quality is. This is off the iPhone 17 Pro Max, man. So if I don't got good quality, I might return this phone. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But I will say this. Guys, today we took a W. We took a $700 W. I'm gonna show you guys on the desktop in a little bit, so stay tuned. But I just wanted to say really quickly, guys, a quick little message to you guys, right? Risk management is important, number one. Number two, you have to have patience. You have to understand that you're gonna have to be very, very patient. And number three, you're gonna have to make real life adjustments if you want to start seeing some progress on the charts. And once you start making those real life adjustments, you'll start to see those wins, but you have to just consider it a building block. Like, even though this was my biggest day, my biggest win so far, I just looked at it as a building block, and I really didn't care about the money. Like, realistically, like before I was looking at it like in all these different scenarios I could play out, like, oh shoot, like damn bro, I'm gonna be able to compound accounts and I'm gonna be able to make money, and I'm comparing it to work days, and none of that matters, guys. The only thing that matters is you paying attention to what your RR, you paying attention to what your risk management, the probabilities of you actually winning and losing. That's the only thing that matters. You should never be worried about the dollar amount, because once you become attached to the dollar amount, now all of a sudden you're gonna start doing all these dumbass things that are not productive to you being a profitable trader. And like I told y'all boys before, damn, I need to get a cut. I might go back inside and shave this off. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I can't pop outside like this. I'm looking rough. I'm gonna have to go back inside and clean my face up. Look at this. But yeah, anyways, your boy looking rough, but it is what it is. We on the grind right now. I'm gonna get a cut within the next week or so. RR, if you lose it, listen, all my losses on this account right now, they're not gonna be more than $247. It's really supposed to be $250, but Top Step X, they take like a $2 fee, so it kind of balances itself out. So I do the 247 max for the amount that I'm, going to be losing. And all my wins are going to be $500 and up. The reason why I say $500 and up is because if I'm in a trade, right, and it's an uptrend, or it's or I took a buy or a sell. If I took the buy and it's moving up, basically what I did today, guys, I'll give you guys a quick little example, then I'll switch to desktop. I am not going to lose. Right at this moment right now, I cannot afford to lose any more trades. I said I'm not blowing this account. It's my first account, and I have no plans of blowing the account, and I will not blow the account. Simple as that. So I moved up the trade to break even. If it comes back, oh well, break even. I didn't lose the trade. It is what it is. We'll live for another day. Once it gets to 500, which is a 1 to 2 RR, that means it's a 1 to 2 risk reward. I'm moving my stop loss up to that $500 point. Now, I'm not going to move it there immediately. I'm going to see how the price is kind of reacting. So I'm kind of giving it time. I'm being very patient. Obviously, you don't want it to just get to 500 and then immediately move your stop loss there, because it might tap back into that zone and go back up. So I kind of let it play out a little bit. And then it went up well over 500. So what do? Now I put my stop loss at 500. So at this point, it's about, in the 600s. It's in the 600s, and I'm like, okay, now I can wait for it to get to my TP, which would be 750, which would be a 1 to 3 risk reward, right? 1 to 3 RR. It was kind of playing out like that. It got to about 650, 670, 680, and at that point, I moved my my stop loss up to 600. The trade is playing out well, but notice, guys, I'm trailing as I go. So I'm giving you guys a breakdown right now so you guys can hear me speak it to y'all, so y'all can hear and listen, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I mean on the chart on Top Step X. And then what I ended up doing was, as soon as it got to 730, 740, somewhere up there, I put my stop loss all the way up to 700. So at this point, my RR is a 1 to 2.8. It's damn near 3. So I'm damn near covering 3 losses just by getting 1 win. That's the whole purpose of this, guys. That's why this is so important, that you guys need to pay attention to risk management. Stop worried about the dollar amount. I had this bad habit initially of trying to chase the dollar amount, trying to chase 200 profit, being an idiot and not letting trades play out. It doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. So at that point, my trade ended up closing out at 700 profit. My take profit did end up hitting at 750, but I can live with that. $50 off of my take profit, like, who cares? Like, sometimes we gotta be realistic. Like, I can live with a 1 to 2.8 RR. I'm not tripping. As long as I get the 1 to 2, that's a win within itself. 1 to 2 is like, oh my God, if you can continue to do that, you're way better off, because you're covering one win. You're covering 2 losses with 1 win. You're covering 2 losses with 1 win. You guys get it? So to me, it's like, I'm not going to sit there and wait for it to reverse, because sometimes, you know, at that point, guys, you just don't know. There's a lot more that goes into reading the chart, obviously. A lot more. Like, you have to look at previous areas of, you know, previous highs in the market, and you have to look at a lot of stuff goes into it. But, you know, I'm going to trail, and I'm going to make sure I'm doing the right thing. And it's funny enough, the point where I actually took my profit at, it was the last most recent highest point in the market. So it's like, it was at 700, just so happened to be that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go get a workout at the gym. But yeah, I'm gonna head to the gym to get a workout, y'all. And sorry for the bad camera angle, but like I said, this is off my phone, so this is kind of all new to me. I'm kind of like trying to figure it out, but the quality looks really good. I can't even lie, the quality looks amazing off the damn iPhone. But that's what I was expecting. That's why I got this phone. You know what I'm saying? Your boy had an iPhone 12, so I ain't really care. But my iPhone 12 started tripping out, so I had no choice but to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get a workout in at the gym. If I can get some clips in, I will. If not, you guys will see me on the desktop. Let's get it. All right, y'all, so this is the winning trade right here. I mean, I'll give you guys the easiest, quickest breakdown I can, right? So what you guys are seeing right here, this big green zone, is what I mark as a fair value gap. Fair value gap, I only mark them on the 1 hour. If I go over here to the 1 hour time frame, you guys are gonna see, before I used to have a lot more fair value gaps marked in, but I wanted to just clean up the chart to just be able to just, I can identify them and see and read the market a whole lot better. Like for an example, I could mark this one right here, right? Paralysis analysis is real, guys, if that's what it's called. You don't want to have too much stuff marked up, because when you're actually in the chart on a live market, it kind of confuses you a bit. As y'all can see, this fair value gap definitely is still being responded to. But instead of me just utilizing this one and looking at the old price action, I might as well focus on the newer ones and then focus on that instead of having all these fair value gaps overlapping with each other. So just give you guys a quick breakdown, obviously, of why I took the trade and why I won. When we go back to the 5 minute, obviously, you guys see right here, these are fair value gaps from 1 hour. We'll get into this later. But yeah, these are fair value gaps from the 1 hour, and we go back to the 5 minute. And as soon as it taps in, guys, so right now we're gonna go to market open, right? So market open right there, guys, right? Market opens and I'm watching price action. Remember, this fair value gap is already marked. You guys can see this line right here is also the lowest point of the market. It might have been this one right here, which was the 9th. Yeah, because today's the 11th, so it definitely was the 9th. We had that marked, and the price was pretty much obviously respecting that low point, and it was in a fair value gap. You guys see it reacting, right? All we're getting is reaction right here, right? So once the market opens right here, price starts to go down into this fair value gap zone right near the lowest point of the previous day, right, which was the 9th, because we won this trade on the 10th, guys. I know you guys have seen this video on the 11th, but we won this trade on the 10th, which was yesterday. So as soon as price gets down right here, already I'm paying attention to the 1 hour, seeing what the 1 hour is saying, right? And I'm paying attention to the simple price action. Once it reverses right here, so it's gonna get down here, I'm looking for an order block, and then I'm looking for it to react and a break of structure, all of that in one. I'm still new to this, guy, so please excuse me if the way how I'm explaining it is a little bit all over the place. I've taken in so much information. I'm still developing my solidified strategy. I'm just relying on fair value gaps. I'm relying on break of structure and things like that. I'll get better over breaking down the terminology for y'all, but I'm not a teacher. You know what I mean? I'm just here to document to you guys my experience and my journey. I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert. So we get what we're looking for. Does the 1 hour match up? Is it showing bull? Are we seeing a bullish trend, right? If we go back to yesterday where I took this trade at, right at 10 o'clock, this is 9 o'clock. So between 9 to 10, obviously you guys see what happens right here, right? This entire candle is what? The entire candle is showing bullish, guys. So this is how you're gonna win a lot of your trades. If you pay attention to the higher time frame, and it's funny because the trades that I've lost, I literally disregarded the high time frame. I don't know why. This is just what it is, guys. That's why you guys are gonna see videos that I make where I'm telling you guys to just get into a funded account. As soon as you learn trading and you go on demo and you can win at least 5 to 10 trades, if you're comfortable with 10, fine. But I say if you go in 5 trades in a row, if you got 5 winning days in a row on demo, you need to switch to the funded account. I would say stay away from live for a little bit, because you want to just lose your money immediately, because you're going to lose. But switch to the funded account, man, and invest in yourself and take the chance, because you got to deal with that real life psychology of being in an actual market where you can actually win money. You can actually earn an account where you can actually request payouts. It's a whole different story. You can ball out in practice, but what are you going to do underneath the lights when the game is actually flowing and there's a crowd watching? A lot of people used to fold underneath that pressure. So yeah, we'll head back here. The hour was matching up, guys. So once we seen that the hourly was matching up, it was perfect for me to enter. You guys see, I waited. I didn't want to get reversed out and get faked out. So I waited for the price to kind of get a little bit higher. And once I realized, I'm like, okay, there's a break of structure here, because right here it was creating lower highs and lower lows. And as soon as we get that damn near liquidity sweep, right? Damn near liquidity sweep with the order block break of structure to the upside, I entered. And once I entered, guys, this is very, very interesting, because as you guys know, I wish Top Step X would allow us to show the screenshots of where we actually can see the take profit, the entry point, and the stop loss, because this is a little bit confusing. It's showing you guys a 2.41, but I really was 2.98. So very confusing, very annoying. But what I'll do for you guys is kind of break down the screenshots for y'all. All right, y'all. So here's a screenshot. Remember, guys, you should always journal all your trades. You guys can see right here, I got my screenshot, got the journal. Again, I wish that Top Step X actually allowed us to see the price point at this point, because my take profit was all the way up here, right? It got to this point, and I was trailing at the same time, which ended up, it ended up being a $700 profit, but my take profit was $750, so I wasn't tripping. Again, that's still a 2.98 reward, right? Because I risked 250 to make 750, and I got 700, so that ends up being a 1 to 2.9, so or 2.8. So I'm not tripping. It's the same thing. But what I will tell you guys, because you can see right here, it's not gonna give you that much of a clear breakdown. And real quick, I'll show you guys right here. Obviously, my take profit did end up hitting. So some people are gonna say you gotta let your trades play out and things like that, and I understand that, but sometimes it's not worth it depending on what your situation is. If you can get to that damn near, once you get to 1 to 2, guys, you gotta trail it. And if you can get to 1, like damn near 3, you gotta just trail it, man, because it's better to be safe than sorry. Again, my price would have, profit would have hit, but I could live with a $50. What's $50? Like, if your take profit was $2,500 and you ended up getting $24,950. You guys get what I'm saying? 2,495, whatever. I'm saying a little bit high. I got that. I get the point. $50 off of your take profit is not gonna be the end of the world. But I will show you guys. So I'm not at the point yet where I'm willing to do a live trade, because to be honest, I don't want to do no damn live trade, bro. Like, realistically, I ain't trying to do no live trade, and next thing you know, something go wrong, blah blah blah. I want to be focused. What I was doing in the middle of this trade, guys, funny enough, right? So once I entered at this point, now I'm looking for, the first thing I'm looking for, guys, is 250. So 250 would be a 1. It'd be a 1 to 1, right? I'm looking for it to get here. As soon as it gets here, I'm now moving my stop loss to break even, right? I'm moving my stop loss to break even because it got to 250. So at that point, I know the trade this is a good trade. It's not a bad trade. I got a 1 to 1. But sometimes the market can reverse. It's better to be safe than sorry. I'm moving my stop loss up all the way right here, because if the price reverses all the way back down here at this point, guys, I mean, the trade is just going to get real crazy, and I'm not interested in waiting for that. So I'm managing risk, right? All right, so once it gets to 1 to 1, guys, you guys just saw right there, I showed you demonstration. We move up the stop loss to break even. So if the price reverses back here, it's a no trade for us. It is what it is. Now, if price gets to a 1 to 2, which would be all the way up here, which price did do, got to 1 to 2. All I need to see is that kind of play out just a little bit more above that, guys. And obviously I probably won't be able to move it all the way up here because it won't let me. But once the price gets all the way there, guess what I'm gonna do? Now I'm trailing, meaning that at that point 1 to 2 was 500. So once it got to like 580-ish, right, then they're tapping into 600. I'm putting my stop loss all the way to 1 to 2 because I'm gonna trade like that going forward, because that's good enough for me, right? Like a 1 to 2 and you're consistently getting that, that's way better than you trying to like play this long game. It's like we don't have the time for that right now. I'm in a funded account. I'd rather earn the account, get payouts, and then once I have a little bit more capital to play with, I can do that. But right now, you can lose this account by losing a certain amount of money. So why would I take that risk? So your risk management is going to be different depending on the situation you're in. So once it gets to 1 to 2, stop loss is all the way up here. Then as soon as we start tapping into that 1 to 3, like we're getting really close, which price was all the way, like price was so high, guys, like literally it was all the way up there. You guys get the point. It was all the way up there. What did I do? At that point, my stop loss is all the way up here at this point, right? Because I'm not interested in a reversal. 1 to 2.8 is perfect. That's really great. Some would say going for a 1, listen, going for a 1 to 3 is already risky, guys. It's already risky. It's already risky, but I understand that if I can have the room there to chase the price, I will do it. But 1 to 2 is going to be the bare minimum for me. So that's how the trade played out, guys. I'll show you guys where I'm at currently. I know some people are going to be like, oh yeah, bro, you know, this and that happened, and you was positive, you was negative the whole week, and yeah, I know how it is, man. Everybody's perfect on the internet because, you know, the facts are not there for us to see. You just cap it on the internet, whatever. It is what it is. This is a funded account. I don't care. My first time trading ever. So this happened my first week. Was supposed to have 3 big winning days, but I didn't understand risk management at all like I did now. And last week we went away from what was working for us. We tried to take 2 trades. We took a trade here. We got a win, actually, funny enough. We was being ignorant, got in again, being greedy, paid the price there. But notice, guys, what are you guys noticing? Even in the first month of when I lost, I only have 1 loss that was out of control. And that'll never happen again. For the rest of eternity that I trade, it'll never happen again. What did I do? I started to control my losses. No more than $240, right? What do we get right here? We get 220 or 212, 245. What do we get right here? 247. What do we get right here? Funny enough, we took 2 separate trades, but still, the price was still where? Underneath 250. Why? Because we're risking 250 to make 750. That's a 1 to 3. And right here, you guys saw we ended up getting that win. It was really 700, but you know, Top Step X has that $2 fee. So yeah, guys, every single trade is journaled. Even today, it's not gonna pop up on the list down here because I didn't officially take a trade, but for the 11th, I did, you know, journal the trade. So there's a little sneak peek for y'all what happened today. And yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for the video, man. Like, again, what I learned about trading and what I've seen from people close to me, people that are on the internet, whatever, all of that, you don't have to trade every single day. And as long as you take clean setups, you could take a minimum trades, 2 to 3 trades a week. Bro, I've seen people take damn near 5 to 6 trades and still be up 20 bands. This takes a lot of patience, guys, and I learned that today. It just takes patience, and when you're not set up properly to take a trade, just don't take a trade. It's okay. You're not missing out on anything. You're still positive for the week right now. So why chase the money and make yourself be in a gambling situation? That's not good. You want to play it smart, and eventually, you know, you'll get what you're looking for. But yeah, that's going to do it for the video, man. Play it smart. Don't chase. And don't be upset about y'all losses, man. Because look, I had what right here? 3 losses in a row. You can consider 4, because 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all about 250. I covered 3 losses with 1 win. Obviously, I'm still negative, but I covered 3 losses with 1 win. And as long as you do that more often than not, you know, you control your losses, your wins will make up for it. So y'all know too, man. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all boys in the next video.